This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Alright, for my Emma, when you now call about Boadu TV, so you best now. So once subscribe here, see I know what chat near call now. What your comment or comment section, you know, like video no we are now share my yada say so yes. Not here. On my pen that John Mahama and he watches a 4years policy no abasita. It has come to stay, whether we like it or not, whether NDC like it or not. It has come to stay. It is a 2 abamoma review keke number you. Omo we be pense mu edi mu ewere mu na ma ye yi enye so mbe gunu se na MPP fo ne nam na mo ye campaign omo kan enti Ghana fo eno mo fantom kotudwe mu na tie second one so a edi so ene say wo say obema headmasters a moda senior high schools ano sika no man kasa ko market anam krum ene tomato so 5 cedis headmaster say meto 2 cedis oh ma mete so na ma mi ate so no man 1 cedi na wasisa the good basket no akwabra na so basket di na chi na market na headmaster ton kruma na to tomatoes na to yene na to meko na wi ato nam na wato e mo aka ho no da ba o say headmasters no bo mutumi no mo akasa apa enuane ne de ma schools no unti school a woda no na wa apa biane da mom no man no da mama nya sa senior MPP for ayo ma say free feeding na chese nkwada ne die aduane bia no headmasters no de be show msa na tie na me say 4 years in dey so ai na me say JDM 4 years o ba ya yes o na JDM ka o ba ba dey e na 4 years pen ye dey be ma 4 years no kra o bete bra be pe ministers ni hwan aka ho o tie no fimu afi o last year o dey be campaign e dey amend this na no so tifima be ka be 3 years and I say 2.5 JDM say 4 years ni ye ma no o say 4 years is enough. Oh, it's enough. Hey JM na ka say you o say 4 years in this enough you or by transfer no ka say e man 5 years and I just said 8 years a dey ne be wo Ghana ha no.
Let me hear you. Talensi, are you here? Are you ready for 7th December? Have all of you registered? Do you have your voters cards? Are you ready to send the MPP packing? Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to be brief. I just want to commend Talensi for the beautiful show of unity I just saw here. I want to thank you very much. One of the things I was going to talk about at this event was the issue of unity. But you yourselves have shown me that you are united. The 3 brothers who stood with Daniel in the parliamentary primaries have all come to line up here and show that they are solidly behind him. So all those who supported one candidate or the other, today all of you are supporting only one person, and that is Daniel Mahama. A lot of the MPP candidates in constituencies they know NDC will win. They are going around and telling people, vote for President Mahama and then vote parliamentary for me. Never, never, never fall for that trap. Never fall for that trap. Because people call it skirt and blouse. Let me explain to you. Today, you see I'm wearing shoes. What is the color of this shoe? What is the color of this one? Black and black. Not so. If I came here this morning and I was wearing one shoe black and one shoe brown, what would you say? You say President Mahama has lost his mind. It is the same. When you vote for presidential JM, you must vote parliamentary for Daniel Mahama. So, when you vote JM Zoo, you vote Daniel Mahama Za. JM Zoo Mahama Za. JM, Zoo, Daniel Mahama. And then you've done your job. Hey, Zoo. You see, voting and elections have consequences. You can make the wrong choice and you will regret for it for life. Just because of this thumb, if you thumbprint wrongly, you can make the wrong choice and you will regret for life. In 2016, some people said Mahama is incompetent. Some people said, oh, when we come, we're economic wizards. We're coming to make the country better. We have arrested the dollar. We have given the key to the IGP. He has locked it. We are going to build one district, one factory. We are going to give every constituency $1 million. We are going to build a dam in every village. Yet isikaso ekom de yen. Ghana nye hiamai. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. All the sweet talk. Today, it has been exposed. The fundamentals have been exposed. Today, yet isikaso ekom de yen. Today we are hungrier than we were in 2016. Today, the dollar has run away and left the cedi from 4 cedis to 16 cedis. When I was in office, they said, President Mahama is borrowing too much. President Mahama is borrowing too much. The debt was 120 billion. Today, the debt is 750 billion cedis. You see, you can make the wrong choice if you don't have evidence. You can make the wrong choice if you don't have evidence. At the time they were making those things in 2016, you had never experienced Akufo-Addo and Bawumia before. And so you could make the wrong choice because they promised what they will come and do. But right now, can you make that wrong choice again? Because you have experienced Akufo-Addo and Bawumia for 8 good years. And so now you have the evidence. Can you make a mistake again? And that is why we must look at the quality of our lives and vote. When you are going to vote, what you must think about is the poverty that you have lived through for 8 years. When you are going to vote, what you must think about is the unemployment that you have suffered for 8 years. There are many amongst you here who finished school 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and you are still unemployed. Ezu, that is what you must think about when you go and vote. In the 8 years they've been in government, they've made a lot of money. They and their children and children's children will not suffer for the next several generations. And they have a lot of money. So they are going to take some of that money, a little of it, and they're coming to give you 500, 200, 1,000, 200, 500, thinking that they can buy your conscience to vote for them. Your value is more than 500 cedis. Your value is more than 500 cedis. But the money that they are bringing to you is your money. If somebody comes into your house and steals your money, and then he comes and brings it back to you, do you tell him to take it away? What do? You collect it. And when you collect it, what do? You chop it. So you do what? You collect it and then you chop it. So the money will come, I can assure you, because they have plenty money. And they will bring the money. When they bring the money, don't refuse it. It's your own money. When they bring it, collect it and chop it. You heard about Asin North. The same thing they did in Asin North. They were walking on the streets, anybody coming, 200 cedis. Anybody, 200, 200, 200, 200. And what did the people of Asenov do? They took the money, but on that day when they went and voted, they voted for the truth. We are going to vote for the truth on 7th December 2024. We have seen the work of NDC before. Here in Talensi, when NDC was in government, we were extending electricity to all the communities. We didn't finish the project before we left. After we left, they abandoned the project. They've even come to steal the poles and take the poles away. When NDC was in government, we started the road from Bolga Road through, we're coming to do the Talensi Road and take it all the way to the Zwarungu Road. Today, that project has come to a standstill. All the projects that NDC was doing for the people of Talensi has come to a standstill. There are two kinds of parties. There's NDC and there's MPP. And some people say, oh, NDC and MPP, you are all the same. It's not true. NDC invests in things that will benefit you and your children and your children's children. And so NDC builds schools so that you can attend. When you finish, your child will also come and attend. When your child finishes, your grandchild will also come and attend the same school. NDC extends light so that you can benefit. When you are dead and gone, your child will benefit from the light. Your grandchildren will benefit. NDC invests in hospitals. When you are sick, you go for a cure. When your children are sick, they go to the hospital. Your grandchildren will go to the hospital. We build roads so that we can travel easily within our communities. But you know what MPP does? They come and take one or two amongst you, and then they give them a lot of money. And then when elections are coming, they come and give you small handouts. You chop it and finish. Your child will not benefit, your grandchild will not benefit. That is the difference between the two parties. And so, 7th December, all of us are going to vote. All of us have registered. Let's take care of our voters' card properly. Don't walk with your voters' card in your pocket. Leave it in the house, put it in your box. Because on 7th December, that card has a lot of work to do. And I can assure you, make no mistake, the elections of 7th December 2024, I can assure you, by the grace of God, inshallah, that NDC is going to win the election. The previous NDC government was concerned mostly about infrastructure. And so we did roads, electricity, water, hospitals, education, schools, everything. We will still do infrastructure because we know that it helps the people. We will build markets so that our mothers and sisters can get places to do their business. We will do infrastructure. But the new NDC government coming, in addition to our infrastructure record and what we're coming to do in infrastructure, our priority is going to be jobs, jobs, and jobs. Our priority is going to be about employment. And that is why we're coming with the 24-hour economic policy. Because the 24-hour economy policy is going to incentivize businesses to work for longer hours. Now, if businesses are working for longer hours, they cannot use just the number of employees they have. They have to add additional employees. And that will create more jobs for our young people to be able to realize their full potential. If you are implementing the 24-hour economic policy, you need to make sure that your society is safe and that armed robbers are not attacking people, attacking businesses. So what does it mean? It means you have to recruit more policemen, you have to recruit more soldiers, you You have to recruit more customs officers, more immigration officers, more fire officers, more prison officers. It is estimated that if we're implementing the 24-hour economic policy, we have to employ at least another 20,000 policemen, police officers. And this time we're not going to do secret recruitment like MPP is doing. They won't advertise before you see people are being trained and they're in the police. This time we're going to come region by region and give all of you an opportunity, if you want to work for the security services, to be able to do so. NDC is coming to improve the implementation of the free SHS. I know they'll go around doing politics and say, oh, if you vote for NDC, they'll come and cancel the free SHS. Free SHS has come to stay. Nobody is going to cancel it. We are going to make free SHS better. We are going to let your headmasters be the ones to go to the Tongo market or any of the local markets to buy beans, to buy corn, to buy rice, to buy granules, to buy millets, to come and make good food for the children. Today, our secondary schools, if buffer stock does not, the headmasters cannot go and buy food. So if buffer stock brings rice, in the morning they drink rice water. In the afternoon they eat rice and stew. In the evening they eat rice balls. Continuously for 1 month until corn comes. When corn comes, in the morning they drink cocoa. In the afternoon they eat kenke. In the evening they eat tuonzafi. We are going to let the headmasters be responsible for feeding the students. So they can go to the market and buy beans. They can go to the market and buy granules. They can go to the market and buy rice. They can go to the market and buy maize. So that our children can get better food in the senior high schools. When we come, we are going to quickly finish all the free the E-blocks. When I was coming from the mining area, I saw one of them along the road. It has been roofed, it's almost complete, and it has been abandoned. NDC is going to come and finish those E-blocks so that we can create more access for our children to get secondary education. And so we're going to do that so that as soon as possible we can cancel the obnoxious double track system. We will cancel the double track. We don't want our children to come and stay at home for 4 months. By the time they go back to school, they've forgotten everything that they were taught. We will cancel the double track. Our children will go to school at the same time, and all of them will come back home at the same time. This is a mining district. I spoke at the community where the mines are, and I told them that we're going to introduce what we call cooperative mining. And so all the young people who are interested in mining will register cooperatives. We will get a concession for you, and we will divide it amongst the cooperatives so that all of you can do your mining and earn something for yourselves. And we're going to bring graduates from the University of Mining and Technology in Takwa, young graduates who know everything about mining. And we're going to attach them to the cooperatives. So they'll show you how to do the mining in a safe way. And when you have finished the mining, how to level the ground and plant trees on it so that the ground will be reclaimed properly. There are two mining companies, Shanzi and Cardinal. We are going to ask them to train our young people in this area. So anytime they want to employ people, they must employ young people from Talensi here and the surrounding areas, Napdam and other places. They shouldn't go and employ people from somewhere else and bring them here. They should give the youth of Talensi, Napdan, Bolga East, they should give them the first priority when they are employing people. Ezu. And I told Tongorana that we are going to make sure that the companies working here abide by their corporate social responsibility. Every year they must set aside some money for investment in the communities in which they are mining. That money they set aside will be used to build schools, it will be used to do the roads, it will be used to provide boreholes and water, it will be used to provide electricity, so that the people in the mining communities can also benefit. And finally, for the farmers and the women, for the farmers, we're introducing farmer service centers. And so all those who are farming will register. At the beginning of the season, the farmer service center will give you the inputs. They will plow your land for you, they will harrow, they will plant, they will give you weedicide, they will give you fertilizer. Then when you harvest your crops and you go and sell, you come and pay the cost of the inputs, so that we can help our farmers to produce more. Ezu. And finally, our mothers are traders. They sell food, they sell granules, they go from market to market, and all they need is small capital. So what they do is, every month they put 20 cedis aside. Every month they go and give Susu collector 20 cedis. Every month they go and give Susu collector 20 cedis. Sometimes, before they realize, Susu collector has run away with their money. So our mothers and our sisters, we are going to open your own bank for you. It's called the Women's Development Bank. And we'll have branches in all the constituencies. And so our mothers, when you get small money, you go and put it there. We'll open an account for you. When you get small money, you go and put it there. If you need a loan, 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis, you go to the bank will give it to you. And then you pay low interest. You pay very little interest. And when you finish paying, if you want more money, they will give you more money. This is meant to empower our women, because we know that when our mothers get money, they take it home and look after the children. But sometimes we, the fathers, when we get money, we go lungu. Bokunaba raised it with me, and I told him, in principle, I think it's a good idea for two reasons. One, for reason of bringing government closer to the people. That's the principal reason for which we create new regions and new districts. And then the second reason is for security. Boko is a special security zone because of the issues that have been happening here. And so it will be a good proposal to have a region, so that it can be a focus to make sure that we deal with the security issues as well as we can. And so I don't think it's out of place, because the criteria are dependent on population, they are dependent on land size, and they are dependent on economic viability. Now if you look at Northeast, I think that the people in the Boko area here, in these 6 constituencies, the population is probably more than in the Northeast. I don't have the figures. And if you look at the land size is comparable to the land size of the Northeast. If you look at economic viability, Boko is a major trading and commercial center. And so it qualifies on all the three grounds. And so I told my father that there are some constitutional provisions that we need to look at. There are some requirements that we need to satisfy. And that is, first, a petition must be submitted to the president of the country. And the president of the country must set up a commission of inquiry. The commission of inquiry must look at the petition, do the feasibility study, and make sure that it is viable to have a region. And then after that, it has to go to a referendum. And so those are the constitutional requirements that need to be gone through. But you can be sure that you have my support, and that I feel that, yes, it is justified that we have a region here in this area, in Boku area. And so, finally, I'll urge all of us to make sure that on 7th December we turn out in our nest, and that we turn out to vote so that we can end the suffering and hardship that we've been subjected to. Ghana deserves better. And I believe that NDC would come and continue the good work that we started, that we did not have the opportunity to finish, so that we will come and continue to build up the prosperity and progress of the people of Ghana. Somebody says, I have only 4 years, and that person has the opportunity for 8 years. A good leader in 4 years can do much more than a bad leader in 8 years. And I believe that in the 4 years that I was president, you all saw the progress that was going on in this country. I came and met an energy crisis, we resolved it, and I was even accused of providing excess generation capacity. Recently, our lights are going off again. All state enterprises are posting losses. Recently, the ECG's debt was published. They owe almost 8 billion cedis. We're going to come and reverse all that and make sure that we put Ghana on the path of progress and prosperity again. I thank you very much. God richly bless all.